Have you ever listened to a song and felt like it completely shattered your expectations? Like it was something utterly new and unexpected? That feeling, that jolt of sonic surprise, is often the direct result of artists who dared to rewrite the rules of music. We're not just talking about catchy tunes or technically proficient musicians here. We're diving into the realm of true revolutionaries, the sonic architects who fundamentally altered the way we create, experience, and understand music. Think about it. Music, for centuries, followed relatively predictable paths, scales, harmonies, song structures, all carefully defined and often rigidly enforced. But then came individuals who, for various reasons, decided those paths weren't for them. They experimented, they innovated, they broke down barriers, and in doing so, they paved the way for entire new genres and movements. These artists weren't content to simply play the notes. They sought to redefine what music could be. This isn't a simple best of list or a ranking of popular artists. Instead, it's an exploration of musical disruption, a journey into the minds and methods of those who challenged the status quo. We'll be examining not just their music, but the context in which it was created, the obstacles they faced, and the lasting impact they had on the world. It's about understanding how their artistic choices resonated far beyond the recording studio, influencing culture, society, and even politics. Consider the blues, born from the hardship and resilience of African Americans in the Deep South, or the explosion of punk rock, a raw and rebellious response to the perceived excesses of mainstream music. These weren't just musical styles, they were cultural statements, declarations of identity, and acts of defiance. And behind each of these movements were individuals who, through their unique vision and unwavering commitment, became catalysts for change. So, prepare to delve into the stories of these musical revolutionaries. We'll uncover the secrets behind their groundbreaking techniques, explore the social and political forces that shaped their art, and witness the electrifying moments that cemented their place in history. This is a journey into the heart of musical innovation, a celebration of the artists who dared to dream beyond the boundaries of convention and, in doing so, transformed the world of music forever. Get ready to have your ears and your mind open to the power of sonic revolution. To understand the genesis of musical rebellion, it's necessary to look beyond individual genius and consider the fertile ground from which these revolutionaries emerged. Think of the early 20th century, a period rife with social upheaval, technological advancement, and artistic experimentation across all disciplines. The comfortable certainties of the Victorian era were crumbling, replaced by a sense of uncertainty and a thirst for new ways of expressing the human condition. This context, thick with both anxiety and opportunity, provided the perfect breeding ground for musical innovation. Consider the impact of recording technology. Before the advent of widespread recording, music was largely confined to the realm of live performance. The ability to capture and disseminate sound transformed music from a transient experience into a tangible commodity. This, in turn, allowed for wider dissemination of diverse musical styles and facilitated cross-cultural pollination. Now, envision a young bluesman in Mississippi hearing a scratchy recording of opera from Europe, or a Parisian composer absorbing the rhythms of West African drumming. These encounters, made possible by recording technology, sparked unexpected creative fusions. Furthermore, the rise of mass media, such as radio, played a pivotal role in popularizing new musical forms. Radio provided a platform for artists who were previously marginalized, allowing them to reach a wider audience and challenge the established musical order. In the United States, for instance, the popularity of jazz on the radio helped to break down racial barriers and introduce African American music to a mainstream audience. This exposure, however, was not without its challenges, as radio stations often censored or appropriated the music of marginalized communities. Another crucial layer is the influence of war and political turmoil. The two world wars, in particular, had a profound impact on the development of music. The horrors of war led to a sense of disillusionment and a rejection of traditional values, which found expression in the music of the time. Think of the protest songs of the Vietnam War era, or the politically charged lyrics of punk rock. These musical movements were a direct response to the social and political climate of the time, and they served as a powerful voice for dissent and social change. Conversely, the burgeoning field of music theory provided a framework for understanding and analyzing music, but it also inadvertently created a set of rules that could be broken. Composers like Arnold Schoenberg, for example, challenged the traditional tonal system, developing new approaches to harmony and melody that were initially met with resistance, but ultimately proved to be incredibly influential. This tension between theory and practice, between the established rules and the desire to innovate, has been a driving force in the evolution of music. Therefore, while individual talent is undeniably important, it's vital to recognize the broader, historical, technological, and social forces that shaped the landscape in which these musical revolutionaries operated. They were not working in a vacuum, but rather responding to and interacting with the world around them. It was this interplay between individual vision and societal context that gave rise to some of the most groundbreaking and transformative music of all time. Reflecting on this journey so far, we begin to perceive the larger architecture of musical innovation. It's as though we've been exploring the individual brushstrokes of a vast, evolving canvas, each stroke representing a unique act of creative defiance. Now, stepping back, we can start to discern the underlying patterns, the emergent forms that reveal the true nature of this artistic evolution. It's not merely a collection of isolated moments, but a continuous process of challenge and response, a dynamic interplay between tradition and transgression. Consider the cumulative effect of these sonic disruptions. Imagine a river once flowing predictably within its banks, gradually widening and deepening as tributaries of innovation pour into it. Each tributary, representing a different artist or movement, contributes to the river's increased power and complexity, ultimately transforming its course and reshaping the landscape it traverses. This is the essence of musical revolution, a gradual but inexorable process of transformation, driven by the relentless pursuit of new sonic possibilities. In light of these insights, the path forward becomes clearer, not in terms of predicting the future of music, but in understanding the underlying principles that drive its evolution. It's about recognizing that true artistry often lies in the ability to synthesize seemingly disparate influences, to embrace contradiction, and to push beyond the perceived limitations of existing forms. It's about daring to ask what if, and then having the courage to explore the uncharted territories that lie beyond the familiar. Drawing these strands together, we see that the impact of these revolutionaries extends far beyond the realm of music itself. Their willingness to challenge conventions and to experiment with new forms of expression has resonated across other artistic disciplines, inspiring innovation in literature, visual arts, and even technology. They have demonstrated that true creativity is not about adhering to established rules, but about forging new paths and redefining the boundaries of what is possible. As we pivot towards the final reflection, let's acknowledge the inherent subjectivity of any attempt to define revolutionary in the context of art. What resonates as groundbreaking to one generation may seem commonplace to another. However, the underlying principles of innovation, the willingness to challenge the status quo, and the commitment to pushing the boundaries of creative expression remain constant. These are the qualities that define the true musical revolutionaries, the artists who have not only shaped the sound of their own time, but have also left an indelible mark on the future of music. The final notes of this composition are approaching, but the echoes of these revolutionary sounds will continue to reverberate long after the music fades. It's a testament to the enduring power of art to inspire, to challenge, and to transform the world around us. The journey through the landscape of musical innovation has revealed not just the brilliance of individual artists, but the collective potential of human creativity to reshape our perceptions and to redefine the boundaries of what is possible. The stage is now set for the final curtain, the concluding thought that encapsulates the essence of this sonic revolution. As the final chord rings out, we're left not with a definitive list of revolutionaries, but with a deeper understanding of revolution itself. It's less about pinpointing individual figures and more about grasping the spirit of relentless inquiry that courses through the history of music. It's the insatiable urge to dismantle existing structures, not for the sake of chaos, but to build something new, something that resonates with a deeper, more authentic truth. These weren't just musicians, they were sonic alchemists, transmuting the lead of convention into the gold of innovation. The real legacy of these artists lies not in their imitation, but in their provocation. They challenge us, even now, to question the boundaries we accept, to examine the assumptions that underpin our own creative endeavors. Their music acts as a mirror reflecting back our own timidity or boldness, our willingness to embrace the unknown. They weren't simply breaking rules, they were rewriting the very language of sound, expanding its vocabulary, and revealing its untapped potential. For expression, consider the ripple effect of their audacity. Each act of musical rebellion creates a vacuum, a space for new voices and perspectives to emerge. It's a continuous cycle of disruption and renewal, a dynamic ecosystem where innovation thrives on the fertile ground of experimentation. The artists we've explored weren't just creating music for their own time. They were planting seeds for future generations, inspiring countless others to pick up an instrument, to sing their own truth, and to challenge the status quo. Ultimately, the journey through musical revolution is a journey into the heart of human creativity itself. It's a testament to our innate capacity for innovation, our relentless pursuit of beauty, and our unwavering belief in the power of art to transform the world around us. It's a reminder that the most profound changes often come from those who dare to question the established order, who refuse to be confined by convention, and who embrace the unknown with courage and conviction. The true practice begins now. It's not about passively listening to the echoes of the past, but about actively engaging with the spirit of innovation that fueled these musical revolutionaries. It's about finding our own voices, challenging our own assumptions, and contributing our own unique brushstrokes to the ever-evolving canvas of music. It's about recognizing that the power to create, to transform, and to inspire lies within each of us, waiting to be unleashed. Let the music move you, challenge you, and inspire you to create your own revolution in whatever form that may take.